like hearing your own voice in the game?
I don't like to hear my voice really anywhere. That's just reality. But I've gotten used to like having to listen to it, so I barely hear it.
Why does like the playback sound?
I feel like when I'm talking like right now, I feel like I sound beautiful.
Yeah, you do. You sound amazing. We love to hear you.
I wish I could sound a little bit smoother.
Last time we spoke, you talked about success, and congratulations on being ESPN's senior NBA insider. You said that you don't sit with success, and you always think about what's next. So what's next for you?
I think just continue to improve.
Okay.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. That's the scene for the Hornets. For Philadelphia, they've started the season with an even 1-1 split, trying to get over 500 tonight. Hornets, Sixers, only here on 2K Sports.
That's what they want. No, what they do that we do it.
Yeah, they do the same thing as 7-Eleven.
No, what they do, yeah, what they do it. That's what they do. They have a cook.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Jalen Wells out there with MP. Then it's Knipple, and it's Gibson in a power forward. And for the 76ers, they've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Edgecoat. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about what coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Wells, the pass to MP. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Now Philadelphia with it. To the paint. Here's Holland. No good with a layup. Here's Knipple. And that one drops for him.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Philadelphia moving it around. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Doncic. For 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace from the opening tip till the final buzzer. He can control the game. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I know because he was number 77.
Outside Wells. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. MP's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Look, don't hit PRA for you every time. Nah, I ain't gonna say every
from
time.
Deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Gibson. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And MP with a basket on the assist from Knipple. That's 7 points for MP.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
To the middle to stop the run. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Got a piece of it. Wells, the pass to MP. Lets it go. That one a little long.
Percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Count that one. 5 points in the game.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Wells, the pass to MP. They're running. Holland gets the bucket.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really an excuse.
The Sixers lead by 9. On the floor for Charlotte, MP is out there with Knipple. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Jalen Wells. And it's Gibson in at the 4-man position. Good on the bucket. Reynolds has got 7 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bulls made a big difference. He scored 17 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He stepped up his game tonight, and you can tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor. That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Endor. He's covered by Wells. Hammers the lob through.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games will be huge for their overall confidence. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Luka Doncic is checked in for Philadelphia. Out of bounds, it'll be Sixers ball. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Hornets, 3rd. The 76ers, 4th.
You know, you really didn't want to send either team to the line if you had any ideas about winning.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Wells, the pass to MP. Charlotte, no good that time either. Now the 76ers with it. Big run right now for him, 11-2. And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That's his first foul. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. A sizable.
Charlotte, 26. Fans, how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Holland, Edgecombe out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Reynolds in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Wells, the pass to MP. Back to Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knipple. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Here's Hendricks, and he can't get that one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Doncic with a block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. It's deflected.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, what Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot is going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Guys?
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Here's Hendricks, covered by MP.
Hornets foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for Philadelphia, Hendricks.
Both shots good from the stripe. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the wing on the left. Here's Knippel. Kicks it out to MP. It's Wells on the wing. 5 on the clock. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Philadelphia leading by 23. From deep, here's Doncic. Reynolds. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And the Hornets call time here. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Second, if he was...
Being able to produce for his team. He's doing it at a high level here.
On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Knippel, and it's Richards in at the center. From 9 feet, Knippel with a bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
2 minutes remaining.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Clowney's checked in. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Hendricks. Deflected. And he gets it back. Here's Clowney, covered by Richards. Shot clock at 6. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were...
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Washington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's May. Kept alive by Charlotte. Richards. And he gets it back. And finally, they hit one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Charlotte. 6 to shoot. Washington left side. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
We're wearing arc. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. And for the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin is out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Smith, and it's Shannon in at the 2. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have 2 extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
On the wing, Mathurin. Covered by Wells. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
MP, no good. Halliburton for 3. Gunable with the rebound. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Cleveland. Pass to Wells. Unloads from 9. That one's in. His first shot this game.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse stores. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those 2 fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Mathurin for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Knipple with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Shannon. Covered by Wells. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The Hornets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Up top, Wells. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Nice play, and you can see They're gathering moments.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
In a blazing start to the new season, we look at the updated power rankings. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. Taking a look at Toronto, they're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Hornets, they're trending in the wrong direction. The NBA competition can be unforgiving. Not much room for mistakes.
Here's Kneppel. He's got 5, and the shot goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop rim right now. He still hasn't got much to fall.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected in a moment.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call.
Hornets lead by 11, setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Kneppel, Klopniak out there with MP. Then there's Walker Kessler, and it's Gibson in at the 4. Here's Johnson after the made shot from MP. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the 76ers is definitely a factor. He ended up with 9 points, and if you want to know how aggressive he was, check out how many times he got to the free throw line. An inspirational performance from him. Hopefully one that gets his team back on track. Back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. You have to love the energy he brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays. So critical.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so it's Indiana with it after the miss from MP. TV won't complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Shannon. Outside, Walker. Pass to Smith. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Shannon. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
To the middle. Here's MP. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Johnson, the pass to Mathurin. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Shannon. Clock at 6. Lets it go. The Hornets pull it in.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's Postov, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Johnson attacking. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yes, pedal
Peters checks it. So we conclude the first half. Hornets ahead, up by 15. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
50.
Welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 15-point game. Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Andrew Nembhard. Allie, what are they telling you there?
Thanks, guys. I just talked to the Hornets head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. And it being so early in the season, this is a very frustrating turn of events for him and the entire team. Guys?
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
They've got Smith. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Shannon in a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
I noticed that we know that. You know that when you play in the defense. You're not going to see me. I should change. Let me see. That's my boy. You trying me going under. That little boy. That will change. Keep your arms up. Oh, my nose. Oh, you scratched me. It's all good. Oh, shit. Get your socks. Get changed. Boy. Pop that ball, I'm helping you. What you want his pants off? For what? Pop that ball. Come on, put your pants on, boy. Pop that ball. Now you're good. Now you're good. You're being
partner in that same man. That's how it's supposed to be. Let nobody ever try you. Somebody try you and they big, come get me.
Trailed by 19 and stolen by MP. Fast break, here we go. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Can't nail the jump. Step back shot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Gabby's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant. How about that take from Halliburton? That's a big-time finish on the drive.
Post knock, covered by Smith. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 6.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. And coming out on fire.
Here's Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Mullins is checked in, and Trey Murphy subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Halliburton for 3. Wells grabs the miss.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
To the left side wing. Back to MP. Offensive rebound. Kessler. It's blocked. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey team, Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Kevin, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. And it goes out of bounds. That one off count. Pacers trail by 18. Johnson outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets lead by 18. And do not go away as we'll be back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Hornets.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Checked in for Indiana. Teams are always looking for positional signs. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
Count the basket. And the Hornets lead by 20.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Halliburton, no good.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Here's Drobniak, and he makes that one.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Count it, good. 19 points for MP.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside of the 10-foot paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Halliburton.
My career should do matter. And it's a Gibson with the catch.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's good. Drobniak's got 4 points in the quarter. And what's your take, guys?
Y'all need to change
the high-effort brand of defense has been paying off. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They can see our real names.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And it's Mathurin missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest in the regular season.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoy.
Like when I do Pat McAfee show, when I do different show, I'm able to show my personality a little bit more. When I'm sitting talking with you, I can show my personality a little bit more. But, you know, a lot of what I do is very, like, use 30, 45 seconds and, like, how can I make the most of that moment? Showing personality, showing a little bit of spark, but then, like, keeping it very, like, all right, this is what's going on, this is what happened, this is what's next, you know?
What is your personality like outside of what we see on X on ESPN?
I think just like chill, laid back. Chill, laid back. Just, I think of myself, I'm pretty calm at all times.
Are you funny?
When I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I did a lot of taping with Kevin Harlan. He's the GOAT. And he makes it so fun.
Yeah.
And he's the best in the business. I'm going to do some more with Brian Anderson. They bring a different energy, a different liveliness to it. I'm excited to joke around.
Awesome. Shams, always a pleasure. Welcome back to 2K TV, and we are so excited to see you again in NBA 2K26.
I'm excited to be here. I'm glad we're able to do number 2. We got many, many more coming up, Alexis. Let's get it.
Secure your place in our weekly $10,000 competition, King of the Court, presented by AT&T. 2026 has started with the reign of Ty CFB, winning an impressive 3 weeks straight. This is a chance for a new challenger to arise and be crowned a new king. Give yourself the best chance by grabbing any of the new Dark Matter cards in My Team Now during the Battlegrounds Festival, including T-Mac, MJ, Devin Booker, and more. You'll win event cards that can be exchanged for limited time prizes that will definitely improve your lineup. Get into My Team now, enjoy the festival, and take your best shot in King of the Court.
All right, we're back with Curry for some more knowledge on how to maximize your MyPlayer builds in NBA 2K26. I got 2 more for MyPlayer builds. How important is body types when you make builds?
Body types actually plays a role. Most people think it doesn't, but it really depends on the position that you're going to play. So, for example, on a PG, having a more slider kind of body type kind of lets you visually be a little bit more agile, right? As a lockdown defender, having a bigger body type kind of gives you more of a visual. You take up more space.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. And for the Heat, Tyler Hero is out there with Yakichonis. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Rivera in at the 3 slot. You look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic, Doris. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, BA. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything can happen.
Now here's Wells. Jaquez covers. 6 on the shot clock. Yakichonis grabs the board. Pass to Rivera. And that one's good.
And that gets us rolling. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Wells, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start giving up high percentage looks. That doesn't typically end well. Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Hero for 3. Hornets with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, BA.
Now here's Adebayo. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. The early game has seen a lot of...
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Pass to Knippel. And the layup is good off the glass. Knippel's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Jonas, this shot is good. A timeout called by Charlotte. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In third, Charlotte. Substitution here for Charlotte. Miami shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
If a player is fouled on a made basket.
Hornets leading by 5. We've got Jonas. Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Rivera in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Indiana was simply terrific. He finished with 19 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
He trailed by 9. Here's Jonas. And down it goes. 2 points. Jonas has got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Drobniak. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Charlotte. Drobniak. 2.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. I think what excites me the most early in the season is the uncertainty of the journey, Morris.
Oh, there's no doubt. Everything's in front of you, and that goes for every team in the league. Fans know it, players know it. All the arenas right now still full of optimism.
Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Hornets leading by 4. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's MP. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
To the inside. Adebayo. Work it inside. Adebayo.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Pass to MP. It's blocked.
Just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And there's the lob. Adebayo powers down the alley-oop.
And look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Over to the left wing. Here's MP. Again, MP missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
They grab their own miss.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling. And as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Three-pointer Jonas. Cleared away by Wells.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Drobniak. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, he missed it. Making it 1 for 2 now.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And the Hornets call time here.
Hornets timeout call. It's time for
Charlotte, 41.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Heat trail by 3. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Here's Hero, stolen by MP. And it's the Hornets on the break.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Hawkes covers. That one falls.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Yakichonis. The Hornets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to MP. Here's Knipple. Back to MP. Puts up a 3. Yakichonis grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
That's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Heat trail by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Miami, so he gets them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Knipple with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And for the Heat, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Yakichonis wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Charlotte leading by 7, down low. On the break. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Pass to Yakichonis. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Wells has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And Miami decides to take their first time out here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Substitution.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Here's Drobniak. MP shot is off.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Charlotte on top, up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And meanwhile Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Bam Adebayo, Jaime Jaquez out there with Yacachonis, and it's Rivera in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And he lobs it up, and finished off by Adebayo.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. MP outside, pass to Drobniak. Now Kessler. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Here's Yacachonis. They get it back.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. To the left wing. Over to the wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's Yacachonis, covered by MP. Pass to Lloyd. Here's Yacachonis. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Three-pointer Yacachonis. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Knipple, no good. Heat trail by 7. Out to the right wing. Here's Lloyd. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. So both teams changing it up here. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Three-pointer Yacachonis. Hornets with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. MP, the pass to Wells. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Capella. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Back to MP. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Started by Capella, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Capella.
Shooting for Charlotte. 2.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Good on both. And there's 1:38 left in the 4th. Now here's Hero. He's covered by Wells. Hero, no good. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 15-6 run. Wells, the pass to MP. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Hero. Clock at 6. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Hero. Knipple with the bucket. Knipple's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Hornets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Conchinipple.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he...
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team,
You too. I know. Later. You be trying to come on anybody, bro. Your brother came looking in the phone. You don't. Trust me, you don't want me to change, man.
They so much.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what y'all
You know, I be around a lot of girls, so you know, if you ask me to do that, he, you know, he back up quickly, so he the water.
Even if they would be right, because we ain't too.
Oh yeah, that's so real, for real. That's
gonna look crazy.
You talking about repeat that? Cause she talking about she. I guess her hotel ain't called through. She said she staying at Chrissy Lewis with her shaving the kid, the tie. You need to say that again? Oh Lord, my eye. Yeah, I'm getting how you don't go my car.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Snow out there with Jokic. Then there's Maxey. And it's Bates in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hornets, A Clark, 2 monumental forces will be generating a lot in the paint tonight with this center matchup we have.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of thumping and bumping, bruising and pushing. I mean, these two do not want to let the other one get the upper hand. I mean, might as well ring the bell because it's going to be close to a fight in there. Because he's quick and aggressive, Maxey draws his fair share of fouls and gets to the line.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws here for the night. And the first one at the line is good. Maxey hits them both.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Outside ball. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
No hesitation there from Ball. Letting it fly from distance.
Pass to Bates. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Knipple. 11-point game his last outing.
Denver foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Hornets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
He hits both from the strike. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Bates, covered by MP. He gets that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
No good from outside. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Takes it inside. Stolen by Knipple. Pass to MP. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. Now, Knipple. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Now he's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Maxey. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Snow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
MP outside. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Snow.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Bates, good. Bates has got 7 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So a whole new group on. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Snow out there with Jokic, and it's Bates in at the 2.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
Tomasevic, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Hornets leading by 4. Ball, the pass to MP. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by MP. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
So he gets them both. Charlotte's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's MP. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Toronto got the job done. He finished with 30 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. Remember, he also was great on the strike, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. Might force him to adjust. or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
MP, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Bates, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now, here's MP. He has 6 for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
And the 3 off target. MP kicks the ball. Here's MP. Some solid defense for Maxey.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. Pass to Snow. The tray. And the 3 ball is good. Snow's got 9 points.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Snow. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Bates, and it's the 2 spot. Another miss by MP.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
And both free throws good for MP. The Nuggets trail by 3. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's MP. He's got 8.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Snow, the pass to Bates. To the paint. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Tomasevic. He's covered by Snow. Tomasevic. Denver grabs the miss. Snow's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Here's Bates.
Hornets foul. Connected. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Bates. 2 shots.
free throw is good, now leading by 1. Snow is checked in for Dillingham. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Charlotte, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Knipple, and it's Richards in the power forward. So that's the Hornets 5. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead, Knipple with the bucket. The guys here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Bates passes to Maxey. Knocked loose. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's MP. Here's Postov. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bates has got 22 points.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
2 in the step back. Again, the Hornets score.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Maxey against Ball. Jokic passes to Bates. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 3. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Here's Knipple. Up and in on the way. Knipple's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
There's 1:26 left in the 4th. Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Knipple. Bates grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Nuggets. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Maxey, no good. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Ball, MP outside. can't get the three to fall, and that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That should about seal the deal, showing the killer instinct.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's Ball with the three. That shot misses. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.
I gave up on you want to play. Hey.
Was a amazing Easter egg, and which is having the daily challenges. That is the most guaranteed way to be able to complete those 3 challenges. Not all the time can you accomplish it, but most days you can. And that's the easiest way to be able to get 2 times rep, guaranteed if you complete those challenges. I think that was a great opportunity there. And just to kind of piggyback on that, a lot of the times the content, the ideas that I have comes from conversations inside of even my own circle. Is like, I didn't know you get 2 times rep by doing the daily challenge. I'm like, you didn't know that. I need to make a video on that and share it with everyone.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's James, and it's Pullen in at the 1 spot. And for Charlotte. And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
He gets it in there.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now here's Tatum. Out to James, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Ball outside. Pass to MP. 3-pointer off the mark. Boston on offense. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Now here's MP. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Knipple, defended by Brown. Just 5 to shoot. MP up top. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. There's Ball with a 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Pullen. Now here's Tatum. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Four on the clock. James outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Ball. 27 points his last game. Uses the glass on the layup.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Tatum. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call.
Shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
For Charlotte, shooting 1.
I love it. In attack mode. Strong foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Celtics trail by 14. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's James, and it's Pullen in at the point guard position. Nice look inside from Tatum.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Ball finds MP.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Pass to Pullen. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Brown passes to James. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
I'll pay attention to the phone.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Tatum on the drive. Out to James. From outside the arc. No good there. Hornets leading by 13. MP finds ball. Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He scored 17 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. He showed just how reliable he can be when his role on the floor is expanded. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Fade away. Brown can't hit.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's Ball. Ball with another miss.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And here's Brown for 3. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line. So it's Charlotte leading by 17 at the...
Charlotte, 53. Boston, 36. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Hornets Youth Tennis team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Jalen Wells, what a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
What a way to get your first points of the half. Strong play on the offensive boards.
And for the Celtics, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's James, and it's pulling in at the 1. Celtics trail by 17. Covered by MP. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. He's got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And that one drops for him. And the Hornets lead by 17.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
To the wing on the left. Check by James. Some solid defense from James. Celtics trail by 14. It's James on the wing. Floats one up. Hornets with the rebound.
That was the
17
biggest
points
guy
is their
who liked
base
to
margin.
make that shot.
Down low.
Hey, Jose.
What's up?
What baby?
To the wing, right side.
Oh my God, look at the white.
Here's Knippel. Cashes in the 12-footer. Knippel's got 8.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Knippel is a constant threat on the perimeter.
Yeah, Knippel is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads.
You ready to go, father?
His strong frame allows him to match up wings. And it's amazing. Their slim advantage
told
on
me
the
you
board
had a
seems a
girl.
lot larger than it is.
Oh, good thing I ain't gonna buy no girl clothes, honey.
I love great defense.
You gonna be like it all the time, honey. I swear to God, they told me you had a girl. Oh my God. You happy?
And here's Charlotte now.
It's
It's a
your first
10-point
day?
game. Jalen Wells out there with MP.
Okay, my nigga,
And it's Knippel. And it's Gibson
about to let you some happen. You hear me?
So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And trust me, when the D's see you react, you'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Gonzalez passes to Brown. The kick out to Walker. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
MP takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Hornets lead by 11.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Walker. Misses off the left iron. Charlotte is going 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. MP shot is off. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio, going up against the Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Back to MP. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. 4-3. Oh, another miss by MP. Celtics trail by 9. It's Brown on the wing. Fader on the way. That one falls.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Pounded by Tatum. And here's MP from outside. Charlotte, no good that time either.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And the Hornets call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout. Ask me, they have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Hornets leading by 5. To the inside. Misses the layup.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite near ugly, but it's getting there. See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hornets.
Throughout this entire game, they've done a great job of drawing fouls. And as a result, they got a ton of points from the free throw line. That's keeping them in it.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
James is checked in from Boston. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Wells pass to MP. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Tatum. And there it is for him. Now just a 3-point Hornet lead.
I do not care what kind of game he's having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
MP. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Pullen, he's checked in for Boston. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Tatum. Again, Boston.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Pass to Knipple. Charlotte, no good that time either.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
And yep, it's good.
And just an important bucket down the stretch. This is when his focus becomes razor sharp.
The deeper into crunch time we get, the harder he's going to work on that offensive glass.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Knipple, defended by Brown. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Knipple. Drives to the hoop. Yes!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Celtics call time here. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That one no good. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throw put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
And Boston calls time here. They're trailing by 6. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
Not an ideal situation for them. They've got to make a 3, then foul, hope for some misses, and make another 3. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.